Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's Chris here. I'm doing a review today on a activated coconut charcoal powder by Rawhonest. I want to thank them for letting me try their product, sending it to me. Interesting experience. I never thought I would be putting something black in my mouth to make my teeth whiter. But it's not so far-fetched when you understand the science behind it. I'm going to just quickly read through the label. Rawhonest is a great name for a company because this literally has very minimal chemicals compared to toothpaste. And you could use this in lieu of toothpaste or a supplement or off and on. It says natural teeth whitening with xylitol, peppermint flavor. And the directions are use a soft toothbrush. So what I did is actually got a little kid's toothbrush. It's smaller, so I don't use so much product, and it's small enough to fit in my mouth to brush. And the main reason is that this is a black powder. So I had some brushes that started to turn black. It's not going to hurt you, but I kept it with a different brush that I didn't care about tossing if I had to. So you may want to reconsider using your fancier toothbrushes. I had some that washed right out, and others that kind of stuck in there. So it's all depends on your type of toothbrush. So I want to emphasize soft toothbrush. Talks about pinching the powder. You don't need very much of this at all to go a long way. You may think you need like a whole dab and cover all the bristles. You don't need to do that. Because it's so fine powder, it almost floats in the air. It's that fine, like talcum powder. It says brush for 2 minutes, and then rinse. Use twice daily for best results. My experience was twice a day is quite a bit, only because what I found is that the stuff gets all over everything. So you want to make sure you're doing it over a sink, and probably not with your clothes that you care about for the day. It's not going to permanently stain them, but it will be tricky to get off. You definitely don't want to drop this on your grout tile floor. That could definitely lead to potentially permanent staining. But if it gets on your sink, it'll wash right off with a little bit of water and wiping it down. So, let's see where we were. It's talked about being natural, 100% natural. Polishes teeth, which it's, to me it felt like getting right out of the dentist. When you rub your tongue on your teeth, it was completely smooth. There was no aftertaste, no grittiness, no taste when you were brushing. Although it does say peppermint flavor, I was really hard pressed to kind of get that. You're definitely not going to get a dentist type flavor toothpaste or even a home toothpaste flavor. It's not very strong. It whitens the teeth by the action of the activated charcoal. The xylitol, actually, I've done some reading, strengthens the teeth, strengthens the enamel, and it also changes the pH in the mouth to be less acidic, which is what breaks down your teeth in the first place. With the bacteria. And so xylitol, the bacteria don't eat xylitol. So it keeps your health or mouth healthier longer. That's why you'll see a lot of artificial sugars in toothpaste. Let's see here, raises pH, sugar-free, and fluoride-free. That might be a debate. Maybe you get enough fluoride through your drinking water. I'm not a dentist, so I don't know if just drinking water is enough fluoride for your teeth, or you should alternate between a standard toothpaste fortified with fluoride. But the good thing for this is, my sister has to deal with this with her child, is get rid of as much chemicals as you can. And with this product, you basically have that. There's a couple things I want to emphasize on the back. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's GMP, which I'm trying to remember what it said. It was like good manufacturing practices. They make sure the employees are clean, that they follow stringent standards. They basically put the quality of the product before everything else, which is great to hear. And best of all, it's made in the USA, so you're not supporting other countries. Here they got a Facebook site, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. And they're distributed out of LA. So anyways, as far as my experience, I tried it for about 2-3 weeks. I didn't use it every day. The reason I kind of got off topic there, using it twice a day, is that I had to brush twice to get it fully off. It would stick to your lips, and you can just use a white towel like this to get it off. But typically I found for myself that I had to brush once to kind of get an initial spit out. When you spit it out the first time, it's going to look like black writing ink. It's pretty dark stuff. It'll get better and clearer as you brush the second time. So if you're brushing twice a day and essentially 4 times, that could really irritate your gums. So that's something to consider. I've seen mixed results online whether you should, if this is too abrasive. To me, it didn't feel at all abrasive. And no more so than the dentist's office. But you may want to, that's why the soft bristles, some people suggest that you just lightly brush it onto your teeth. Don't actually brush like you normally would. And other people say it removes the stains just by sitting on your teeth. I did some research, as I said, and the reason this works so well is that it's got so many pores. A gram worth of this, like a pinch, has this area of about a third of an acre. That's a huge amount of area to suck up stains and bacteria and germs. So right here I dug up some pictures. These are diatoms. They're single cell organisms that live in the ocean. And they come in all these different shapes and sizes. What I wanted to bring this up with is that when I used to have a fish tank, this is how I cleaned the fish tank. I used diatomaceous earth, and it turned an ugly fish tank into a crystal clear fish tank. So the same thing goes. You can see all these nooks and crannies on all these close-up electron microscope shots. Here is activated charcoal. So you can see the same kind of structure, and it does the same same thing, and it's non-toxic. In fact, they use activated charcoal a lot in poisonings and filtering water. You can imagine they would do it for, they actually do it in some cases for refining minerals like gold. So anyways, as far as my experience, what I would suggest is open it very carefully over the sink. Now they say take a pinch, but when I did that, it ended up blackening my fingernails and it was hard to get off. But this is, you can put this on a, really you could put it on a dry toothbrush, but a lightly damp toothbrush, or put a little dab of toothpaste and then just dip it in and it'll stick just fine. Tap it. Actually, this isn't wet, so it's not going to stick as well. That's basically, right here is basically all I used. Maybe a little bit more since this isn't wet. About that, if you can see. You can see it's coming off. That did that in the sink for me. And just brush with it. That's all you need. And so when you're done, you want to wash your mouth out, wash the brush, probably brush again, get the rest of it off. And then what I did for my test is I tried, each time I did it, periodically I put this cheek retractor in and took a photo. So I've got it before and after shots. It's up to you to determine whether you think it helped. As far as stains, I think it did raise it a couple shades. I tried to take the photographs all on the same light, same time of day, so that there was no the same ISO, all of that stuff. But the thing that I like the most is that it's all natural. When you start looking at this toothpaste that I've been using, got so many things that you can't pronounce. All of the Rawhonest has in it is the charcoal and the xylitol. And I believe that's it. That's it. Oh, and the peppermint flavor. This has sorbitol, artificial sugar, water, hydrolyzed silica, so like sand, sodium lauryl sulfite, which is a foaming agent. That's really all they use it for. I have canker sores, and that'll kill your canker sores. It's not good for them. Trisodium phosphate, don't know what that is. Sodium phosphate, don't know what that is. Cellulose gum, flavor, whatever that means. Flavor could be artificial, it could be real. Saccharin, it's got another artificial sugar. Carabiner, don't know what that is. Mica, mica is a type of mineral found in the earth. And titanium dioxide, which I think is the same stuff you use for suntan lotion. And the last thing is blue coloring. I'm trying to stay away from as many artificial sweeteners and artificial colors as possible. So basically, I want to say that I would buy this again. This stuff's going to last you a long time. Be very careful how you use it just because of the fine powder. And I think within a couple weeks, definitely a month, you're going to see a difference. I'll show my photographs in the video. Turn it to see the label. And you'll be able to see the photo at the end, the before, at the after, and you can come to your own conclusion. Please subscribe. I appreciate that. And I'll have a link to Amazon where you can find this. Again, it's Rawhonest Activated Coconut Charcoal Powder. Thanks for listening, and I hope you learned something. Take care.